this thing's off? Great, that's what we need. We need to add that to the mix.
Are we live now?
Hey! Oh, Jesus Christ, guys.
Everything's off.
Guys, when you turn the PC
not...
off, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
There we are coming through something right now.
We're coming through something. It's not the right thing. Are these all open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look down low.
How's that sound? How's that sound to everybody?
Do we need to finish this?
Yeah.
Audio.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Okay. So now pull our little guy back up. Bud, you're on the air. Oh, there. He knew he was.
Thank you.
You're back? Can you hear us all right?
It's not the H6, I bet.
Click on this.
Is it in voice mod? Ooh, it's working.
They can hear. They say they can hear well. All right, what are we gonna give them? Who's gonna jam?
First, Mike, hit him with our new thing, number one, real quick. Welcome everybody back.
Oh,
welcome everybody. Should we wait him back? Oh, wait. We don't want to blow our load.
That's right.
Fucking
That's
minute
right.
5 into 2025.
I agree.
All right.
We already did.
I'm not blowing my load immediately.
Well, just to
in
let you
2025.
motherfuckers know, this is just what it is. It's 2025. We don't plan on improving. So just stop with that already. I got to find a new, remove some content. You guys got to stop sinning because I don't have the fucking wherewithal. There we go. There we go. Hey, share this.
Sinners.
Share this with everybody you know.
Sinners. They're a bunch of sinners.
Retweet it, by the way.
They're a bunch of sinners. Down by the river, just sinning away. They're a bunch of sinners. They're a bunch of sinners. They're a bunch of sinners, but we love them anyway.
You do.
Sinners, sinners, the many sinners across the river, across the way. Well, I met one of these sinners one night and then it went straight to my head. Well, I met one of these sinners one night, made me wish that I was dead. Then I started walking along the river, and you know it made me feel fine. J.C. Slater. I said, J.C. Slater. He said, see you later. I said, yes, you will, 'cause it's almost Sunday. Said, almost Sunday, and I'll see you, oh, soon as the sun comes up again, sun rises up again. I am following you. When the sun rises up again, sun rises up again, then I sail away, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. I said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. That's how you welcome a new year.
We'll see you motherfuckers in 2026.
That's how you welcome a new year, y'all. You want to get cleansed?
We get some people back in.
You want to get cleansed? Who wants to get cleansed this evening? To see J.C. Slater.
I'm sitting like big gentle Slater, bud.
Oh, what's this freaking year about, dog? What's
a lot
this
of stuff,
freaking
dude.
year about, dog? What's this?
Are you showing your government information?
What's this?
What are you doing? That's a terrible idea.
Oh, snap, dog. Oh, snap,
Hey,
dog.
welcome back, everyone.
That's what this year
Thanks
about.
for being here. It's 2025.
I dare any man to come take this wallet from me.
Mikey,
Slap me in the face as hard as you can.
I need a nose slap. No. Yeah, not that one.
That's not bad.
No, I'm talking about the. No, I'm talking about the fucking breathables.
Oh, he needs
Left to your left, to your left.
Nose slap.
I need a nose slap, dude.
Hey guys,
Steve
welcome.
ruined the nose slap, by the way. Just let you know.
Guys, welcome to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Should we pick up the mics? Do you guys like the mics where they're at? Should we leave them, you think?
Shit. That's where I'm sitting. I've been getting a lot of attitude from a lot of them, to be honest with you. I'm about over it. Steve got
That's on brand.
By the way, heard a little. Is
On
that
brand.
all ones in your wallet?
Shut up. Who said
Your
that?
wife.
Oh, yeah, it is.
As far as you know.
Yeah, it is.
Oh!
I can't do
it
this.
works.
I hit this
It
stuff.
works.
I got addicted to this, dude. I was hitting it so much. Jen was looking at me like, "You're crazy. You can't keep doing that." I couldn't. I think it burnt a hole in my lung.
Oh, buddy bear. Whew, he keeps the big bills on top. Buddy, you know what? I feel like it's been a long time since we chatted.
Okay, Steve, you don't need to do that.
Don't tell me what to do, woman. Don't tell me what to do, woman.
This is great.
You know why that woman don't tell me nothing? You know why that woman don't tell me nothing? You know
$2
why that
bill?
woman don't tell me nothing? 'Cause I live
Oh,
with her.
God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
You know how many?
I like
You
it.
know how many weird people have had their fingers inside of themselves and others and then touch money?
You know how many? Never mind. Hi, guys. Welcome to 2025. A lot of stuff's happened since I saw you last, Steve-O. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, sentient, artificial intelligence, flora and fauna, and fungi. Like, Mike, that's my fault. I took it up to my face without giving you a warning. I'm going to say that again. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, sentient, artificial intelligence, flora and fauna alike.
We're gonna do this, all right, Mike. I'm here too.
Thursday nights. No, we don't have to do it. I'm just saying hi. I'm going to put it right back there. Don't even start fucking with them mic levels, Mikey, because I think we got something good right here. Gives us a chance to be
Dynamic.
A chance to be very dynamic.
Oh, I need to share this. Everybody, go ahead and share it with everybody.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people
in
on the
30
open.
seconds, we are going to unleash one of the greatest things. And if you're an OG,
If you're an OG,
you're gonna
as in,
know.
if you've been watching
You're
the
gonna
show
know.
this year, like tag Skittles, he's gonna love this shit. He's, you know why.
Jesse Hickman will love it. Jenny Elgin will love it. Ben Pitzer will love
Mikey,
it.
you want some of that?
Julina. Oh, Elise is here. Elise is here. Here she is.
Time for Elise
Hey,
to come
Elise
to the
Party.
show. It's the same little Elise show. Hey, little Elise show. Hey, hey,
My
hey,
name's
little
Elise.
Elise.
I am always being Elise. I am always being Elise. Now, nut.
I need my phone.
Bring your phone over, bud.
Okay.
Yeah, that one lingers. It kind of lingers.
I wish I could get it off this.
Oh, Kimberly Mahone-Hones. Hey, listen. We don't listen. We're gonna give you something for your stars, but we have to let you know we were sued.
Oh, yeah.
We were sent to cease and
Yeah,
desist
we were.
for the song we used to shake our dicks to.
Yeah.
So
we were going to write her a song.
we are gonna. You know what? You're right. We were.
Yep.
We were gonna write Kimberly Mahoney a song.
Let's do it right now.
I think it was called Star Queen.
It was called Star Queen.
Is that what it was called?
Okay, hold on.
It was called. Oh, I knew Skittles was here because that little nasty pervert.
You ain't gonna miss
You know, that
this.
little nasty pervert ain't gonna miss this.
Did you pin it in the group? Because I'm not seeing
I
it.
didn't pen it. I didn't pen it.
I am Elise. I am Elise.
That's so good.
Real funny guy, she said. Real funny.
Oh shit! I just shared. It said having fun. I put having gun.
Oh, great.
Hi, I'm Elise. Shut up, dude. Elise is my friend. Don't you dare say that about her, dude. You are the star queen when you're dancing at night, and I see you in the morning in the salty moonlight, 'cause I'm sleeping under the bed and Craig's just done his deed, 'cause all the female listeners want a piece of this steed, and he needs someone to hold the camera. He needs someone to say, this is how I would do it if I were you. He said, hey ladies, I'm not just a piece of meat, but they said, I paid $40 in stars. This is part of my meet and greet. I wanna get it on. I wanna get it on. She's got a very nice husband and a child. And she said, put those cares away. When Craig looks at me with those eyes so wide, and then I can't keep my cooter clean when the big I see the nose ring, and then it's got me just glistening, and I'm the star queen. I'm the star queen, 'cause to meet. He's a human man.
If that ain't worth your stars, I don't know what is, bud.
Oh, let's get some more stars cooking. I'm late.
Oh, well,
again?
welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, again, Kristen? That doesn't surprise me.
Stop. You know what causes that?
Jesus Christ, again? Good
You
golly,
went to
Miss
Catholic
Molly.
school. They focused heavily on
on.
familial planning.
Kimberly Mahoney is hugging a heart.
Big old heart. You want to
Which
know
I
why?
think that
'Cause that's what
means
we are.
good
We're the
stuff.
heart and soul of this community. And
That's what we're going to be for you guys in
I
2025.
will tell you this. One of the things that was did you retweet that? Did you retweet it?
I don't think I did.
Retweet it.
I'm going to retweet this real quick.
Retweet it. One of the things that I am just, it never seems never ceases to surprise me, Steve,
What?
is like the most horrendous shit that we can come up with, they celebrate.
Yeah, you didn't even want to say this thing.
Do you
we're
remember
about to
that?
talk about.
I don't want to say it.
You didn't
I
want
don't
to.
want to say it. I still don't want to say it, but God love them. Sometimes
It's
you
their
got to
favorite
say
thing
it.
of the year.
But I was cruising.
It was their favorite thing of the year.
It was easily their favorite thing of the year. Fuck a movie.
Oh yeah, can we play that again?
Yeah, the movie. We'll do a morning replay of the Hoosier Sophisticate movie. Skittles needs a song now. It's at 500 stars.
Oh my! Oh, what
Your
happened?
buttons are fucked up.
Your
Every time I press
buttons.
an arrow, the horn will go off or go to commercial 1 or end logos.
Oh, is it Mike's?
Don't say they're my buttons.
Mike's on the
Mike.
ones and twos.
Mike's
Mike's on the
your
ones and
buttons
twos.
are fucked up.
Your stream deck's messed up.
All right,
Oh,
well,
it is, dude. It is totally.
you got one. You got
Better
one for
use
the tree molester.
Pardon?
Do you have a song for the tree molester? He just sent 5. Oh, now she's got. Listen, we'll get you another song here, but
You're frozen.
Skittles. It's just me. I'm sure it's just me. Yeah, it's fine.
It's just you.
It's just me.
just you.
But
I'm
Skittles
still
sent us
moving.
500. Skittles
Skittles
sent us 500.
okay.
stars, which Kimberly Mahone did as well. We'll give her a
Gotcha.
second verse to that. But what did we call him before? It wasn't the tree molester. It was.
A squirrel dick.
It was. Well, you remember.
I do.
You remember.
I remember, but Craig remind everyone else what it is, 'cause I remember. I remember. I would never forget anything about Skittles. He loves trees. What just happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
Do you know it? Do you know where?
I don't remember. I was asking if you remember.
You were trying to trick me into remembering?
Not tricking you. You're the one that remembers
He
everything.
was trying to
You're
trick
the
me into-
rememberer.
Okay, alright, I got it.
All right, here we go. Sorry. You want something a little more upbeat for him?
Can I get something that doesn't sound like fucking the guy with the fucking careless whisper that makes me want to fucking
fucking
die every time
dare
I
you.
hear it, dude? Oh, he's repulsed by these major chords he's having to play right here. Which you can throw a minor in there. Throw a minor, A minor in there if you want. Oh yeah. Skid, 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 dick. Skid, 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 dick. Skid, little dick, skid, little dick, skid, little dick, skid, skid, little dick. Skid, little dick, skid, little dick, skid, little dick, skid, little dick, skid, little dick.
We'll come up with a song for you, man. We
That
got a
was
show to
good,
do.
dude.
That was great. That was great. Skittles, I got a better song for you later. I just got to remember it.
I think I like this.
Listen, since you're all here, we got some people in here now.
29.
First off, they're tagging it in the goddamn. They're ahead of us here.
Why?
Because I see letters there that allude to what I was just cruising along. Public
Yes,
broadcasting.
yes, it is.
Public broadcasting system.
WFB.
Mike, give him number one if you don't mind.
This is the proudest thing.
Christ on it.
Man, he's gonna have to scroll down manually.
Hello, my friend. Just look at this bright, shiny new year. Like a fresh canvas, waiting for our gentle brushstrokes. And remember, there are no mistakes here. Only happy little accidents that blossom into unexpected wonders. Each day, we welcome those little surprises. Let them spark our creativity and find joy in every colorful moment ahead.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Whoopi Goldberg's Big Fat.
You guys like it? You like it?
What'd you guys think?
What do you guys think of that?
What's going on around here? We don't know, dude. Skid-a-little-dick. He never sends stars again. Ben! Come on, dude. Can't keep my cooter clean. Almost fell over, dude.
What?
That's what Jesse Hickman said. Can't keep my cooter clean. About fell over. Yes! Yes, dude! 2025 is off to a fucking start. Boy.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, girls.
Oh, yeah!
Get your little.
Tonight, I'm gonna let it know. Hey,
Gosh dang.
Hold
dude.
on, dude. Jesus Christ. All for this. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Hold on, I'll use it for that bit, too. You know what I'm doing for 2025?
Dude, what are you doing? Christ almighty, are you okay? That is so Greek looking. Dude, I love real-time feedback.
What is
I
going
love.
on?
There's no way they didn't hear that. There's no way. Oh, come on! Come on! I just watched you pull that off of your balls, dude. Steve, a lot's happened since I saw you last. I went on a little journey. I was looking, and listen, can we get serious? Because the last time you told them serious stuff, they were like, "When's the funny stuff? When's the fucking symbols of monkeys? When's the funny stuff?"
Dance, idiot boy.
So I hate to fucking share my heart. You know?
Yeah, don't
share your fucking heart with these people.
No, break it in two.
Those-
But, yeah.
like a host.
And then they'll probably stick one of them.
Oh, come on!
Of your heart? I wouldn't be surprised if most of them took half of your heart, took it, made something. Half of a heart wouldn't be bad, and they shoved it in here. Okay, one end in here. This is for our guys too, and one end in here, dude.
Okay.
And one end in here.
Okay.
So they're
And I said,
taking your
come
heart.
on, don't take it! Take another little piece of my heart now, baby! It's fine. I know how to fucking direct my fucking vocals.
Yeah, you do.
You want to take pieces of my heart and put them inside of people?
Yeah,
I'm
I do.
singing
I wanna
Janice.
take
You
your
want to take a
heart.
piece of my heart?
I want to chop it up. I want to take a fillet knife to your heart.
Yeah, where is Christopher Rachel Crawford? I'm tired of her shit. I tell you, I'm fucking 2025.
She's
Her
done.
leash is
She's done.
fucking like this. Okay?
Don't
I'm
let her
over
in the
it.
chat.
I'll tell you right now.
Don't let her in. If
Don't
she
let her
comes
come in here with her fucking
kick her out,
attitude.
Mike. Kick her out of the
Kick
chat.
her out of the chat. Block her fucking
Kick her
account.
out of the chat. Yeah, you went on and then you went on a journey of deceit.
Wasn't a journey of deceit. It was a journey of. It was a journey.
No,
of,
afterwards, where you're like, look at this awesome picture I found.
Oh,
And
I
it was,
didn't know. This is wild. Go ahead.
Okay, so Craig sends me a video, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing of his experience that he had on Christmas Eve to Christmas. And as a good friend, I saw the video and I had to screen grab it because my man looked majestic as all
AF.
Christ can get. dude. You reminded me of an apostle painted on the walls of St. Boniface Chapel. Okay.
Ooh, if you were an apostle, which one would you be?
Oh, fucking. God, that's a good question.
That's a good question. Let's sit on that. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
There's the obvious one.
On the Judas? Yeah. Anyway, next.
I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear it. Oh.
She's just trying to get a whole song written. She's like, I heard a verse. You fucking nerds. Steve, for about 15 years-ish, I have wanted to just do something designed around the pilgrimage to midnight mass at the Cathedral Basilica, but also elevate my consciousness in a way that, like, I wonder I've always wondered, like, we talk about the Good Friday experiment on here many different times. Timothy Leary with a bunch of Harvard undergrads or graduate students, I think maybe, and a lot of these guys who they took psilocybin on Good Friday, and a lot of them reported having like the most spiritually significant event of their life. And we've talked about how, I mean, there's speculation, like in the early Gnostic church and everything, that the use of psychedelics was synonymous with their sacrament. And what would it be like for you growing up if when you went and decided to take in the body and blood of Christ, that you went to a God space?
I used to go there, I think.
I think so too. I think as a kid, like, I remember the bells when I remember a priest saying the most important part was when the priest was blessing the sacraments. In that moment, it was actually turning into Christ's body and Christ's blood. And if you prayed with that kind of intention, oh my gosh, dude, we're gonna be able to retire after tonight. You know, like, and so I remember, like, when they would ring the awesome bells, like, I would really, like, pray hard in that moment. Like, just be like, okay, this
you got in trouble for that one
some
time when
magic.
you were like, oh, fucking melting face right now, dude. You
I did.
screamed that
I did.
at
Like,
church when
is
you were
anybody else fucking hot in here?
Remember you did that? And everyone's like,
But I don't know what you're talking about. My point is I thought that maybe I would try it with a little bit of elevated consciousness.
still feverish and hurting everywhere. Well, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, let's go.
They say the best thing is to give
Hydrate.
as many stars to two dudes talking about church
Yeah,
as humanly
God-man.
possible.
Oh, I had an
God-man.
interesting. I heard an
We'll heal
interesting
you.
question asked of me. But also, do you know how anytime you're kind of under the influence in that space, like, just weird shit finds you? Weird shit finds you when the veil is pierced, I feel like. I got there early, pretty early, and like from 11 to 12 is like the choral arrangement, you know, and that's really like
Not like the ocean.
no, like a choir. Yeah. So I get there about 10:30. Kind of have, I mean, I can sit pretty much. The front half of the church is starting to feel pretty good, but towards the back, and I remember the last time that I went, which may have been 5-6 years ago. They have like a whole thing leading in on this procession where they like stop halfway down the procession. Like they do this thing, which is like ultimately this guy that's singing kind of the history of the Roman Catholic Church. You know?
Don't.
Yeah. So, he's singing in the founding of the city of Rome. You know, like he's singing
Was
this
it
whole
English?
thing. Huh?
It was English?
What the fuck are you talking about?
He was singing in English?
He was singing in English for this part. Hang on a minute. We got plenty of Latin to get to. Okay.
All right,
He's just singing. He's like, hey, in case all you motherfuckers didn't know the reason for the season, let me
Julina, yes.
roll out my scroll here
Yeah.
and tell you this
What's
has
up?
been recorded from the beginning.
Thank you. Yes. It was,
What are you doing? So, but before even that could happen, I saw somebody bring a microphone stand out and set it right here, like right where our mics are from me. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty weird. I'm sitting on like the aisle, right? And so I'm like, all right, I don't think anything of it. Well, then these two younger priests come out, and they're like candle bearers.
they were like 11.
No, but they're like probably early 20s.
Oh.
Maybe late teens.
Ooh.
Young priests. Young, probably freshly ordained.
Fresh
ordained. Fresh priest meat. Some of my favorite.
That's good.
It's a delicacy.
It's good.
It's a
priest
delicacy.
meat. Fresh.
So they're holding the candles, right? And they are flanking the microphone that's in the center. And then this guy comes up and stands at the mic, and he's wearing like a white altar boy smock type deal with a red underneath. Looking good. Looking real good. And then all of a sudden this guy comes up real good. And so this guy comes up behind him. Now, so to give you a visual, those guys are standing like here, like that far away from me. Directly where I'm sitting to you, a gentleman comes out with the frankincense basket. Okay. And I'm like, of course. Why don't you bring the highest vibrating incense known to man? Just put it in my fucking face, bud. Like, I need a fucking...
They're dinking it off your fucking forehead.
Buddy, if I was wearing a mask, I'd have been getting waterboarded by frankincense smoke. So I'm like really in it. And as soon, I'm like, this is pretty cool. And like, it's starting to fog out. And like, that's when the video... I don't even know what happened with you clipping it, but listen, it ended up in my camera roll. I'm like, that was a video. How the fuck did I end up with a picture? So I'm like, must have been magic. Thanks for taking that from me. But I was like, it must have been fucking divine intervention. Like, I was like, here, you want this still.
That was me.
But he works through you. He works in mysterious ways. He worked through you. You were his vessel.
Yes.
It's fine.
I'm your little Jesus.
So as they're really chonging the joint out with the frankincense, okay, it's getting nice and chonged out.
You're like,
I'm huffing it. As soon as
those smelling salts.
Yeah, as soon as I can't see this far in front of me, the lights on the dome come on, because they were not on before that.
Oh,
it was like Close Encounters of the
Yeah.
Third Kind, and I'm fucking at this point. I'm like, oh, okay, well, here we go, you know. And so like it was a really cool special moment, and they sing, and then they have the procession in. Well, in between like 11 and midnight, the choir's all singing, and then there's kind of a almost like a changing of the guard. A lot of people dip; they don't stay for the ceremony. They just, you know what I mean. They just want the juice. They don't want to eat the fruit. You know what I mean? And and so a lot of these people they dip out, but there's like ushers that are constantly working because it's standing room only in this joint. Where else are you gonna be? You know? And so as this hoity-toity gal and her uppity family, they leave. They usher some new people in from the other side. I'm on the edge here, and and they come in
next to this guy frying.
And I'm not giving anything off. I mean, I have spread peanut butter all over myself at this point. I have covered myself in peanut butter to protect me from any demons.
It's holy oil.
Yeah. I got like a long curly Q straw in the holy water.
And you're like, can I wash someone's feet? Can I wash a foot already?
Listen, can somebody put a foot? Who wants their feet washed? So this guy comes in next to me. The new guard. Okay,
Yeah.
This guy is a double amputee. Okay.
So.
And has hacked off
Arms or legs?
Legs. Okay.
I need to know.
And he's looking very. This is his first rodeo. He's never been to a Catholic mass, let alone the one with all of this pomp and circumstance.
And I remember you went, gross.
I'm like, get away! Come on!
You're so rude, dude.
Sorry,
that's ridiculous. You're in church where it's supposed to be like all inclusive.
I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Love everybody.
So
Craig loves everybody.
So I'm sitting there, everybody except for one fat idiot.
Okay, yeah, had nothing to do with anything but his actions.
Yeah, so I could be Christ-like with about 8,994,000,000.
That tracks.
People on the deal. Oh, god damn! I gotta go out to the car at the commercial break. I can get my fucking. Okay, so this guy's when he sits down, he takes his legs off. And he sets them to the side of his legs. Okay. Now, my empathy is on level 12,000 right now. Yeah. I'm maxed out. Like I can
feel his discomfort. I can feel that this is not conducive to his physical
Are
situation.
they below the knee?
They are like right at, like they're like the knee joint is part of the thing.
Can you
So
kneel?
like,
Can you kneel?
no, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand that we're about ready to go through a whole series of genuflection
Yeah, let's fucking go.
and sitting and standing, right? Now, there is no way in the world that I am going to try and put that kneeling bench down.
No.
Not going to do that.
But you also want to get to heaven.
Hang on. I'm like, I'm seeing the situation and I'm like, well, I'll tell you what Christ would do. He would not, he would be stoked that this guy was gathering
Yeah.
here. We don't have to do the fucking pomp and circumstance. Well, the
Hey,
Pakistani,
you really missed out on washing the feet of that guy, though.
100% that would have been easy. After it ran him through the dishwasher. So,
Missed on that one,
fuck,
dude.
I really did.
Oh, shit.
God damn it. Son of a bitch.
Loophole.
He would have just ended up leaving me too. Anyway, so,
A little slower, though.
yeah. Well, like as far as getting away or general amount of time.
No way. That was like eternity.
So, anywho, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit here and pray. And like when everybody's kneeling, I'm not gonna like. I'm just gonna sit here, and I'm trying to kind of give him a heads up because he like doesn't know what he's doing. He's just like kind of reading along
Yeah.
with people singing the hymnal.
Is he American?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Okay,
He
good,
is, but
good,
just he's just
good,
trying out. He's
good,
trying out
good.
God in this flavor, in
Good.
the real flavor, and the flavor that matters, the one that gets you to heaven.
Good.
The one that's
God,
opening
I'm liking
portals.
what I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
the one that's
I'm
opening the
liking what
portals
I'm
and shit.
hearing. I love it all. Love this.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like my empathy will not let me put the kneeling.
How many
bench down.
people in your thing
I
that are
mean-
going to kneel?
Well, that's just it. And like, 'cause there's like two for the
Yeah,
there's two
those
long
sections,
kneeling benches,
yeah.
right? So it's just me and him, and then this one, I'll guess Pakistani gentleman, Middle Eastern gentleman, and then his family is like all down on the other bench. Now, if kneeling, it doesn't even matter if there's a full-on language barrier there. If you have eyes in your head, you can see how ridiculous of a notion it is to put this kneeling bench.
Yeah,
down.
you don't.
Come on, you don't have to do it. I mean, it's
No,
Christmas.
but if you've been in Pakistan,
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, what the fuck, dude? We have to climb fucking straight rocks to get to the old churches.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
yeah,
have
we
you
had
seen
to,
our
we had to
roads?
fucking put them in
Have
the
you seen
air
our
so they wouldn't
roads?
come and pillage our
on the
shit.
side of a mountain.
Anyway, so this guy is not giving an inch. He decides that he is going to put the fucking kneeling bench
He wants
down.
to get to heaven.
So I'm looking at the guy and I'm like, bud, we don't.
you
have
put
to,
hands on
I
him?
did. I was like, we don't have to do this.
Was
You
he
know?
like-
No, he was like, thanks, dude.
Oh, to the
To the-
amputee guy.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is it's fine.
You wouldn't touch someone from Pakistan. You've said that
No, it's
numerous
gross.
times. You said that numerous
Gross.
times.
Except for the women. Those are baddies. Little Middle
Yeah,
Eastern
but a
gals
lot
are
of you
baddies.
Steps
Yeah,
How old are you?
come
How old
on.
are you?
Come on.
She's
You're
a powerful
always, You're
good
always trying to push your acid kink. I don't get it. Anywho. So,
She's 18.
anyway, this guy is going to put this kneeling bench down. Okay? He fucking insists on it. And I'm like, so this guy's got to grab both of his legs and now move them out to the side so that this guy can put the kneeling bench down. And there's like barely enough room where his feet are attached to his prosthetics. And so like at this point, I'm starting to get a little antsy over the situation. This is uncomfortable. There's no reason to cause this kind of discomfort for this guy. But once that kneeling bench was down, I'm not going to hell. So I started.
100%.
I
Yeah,
didn't put it down.
Be safe.
But once that guy
Be
put it
safe.
down, now I'm kneeling.
Yes.
Sorry about you.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. God's already got one on you. You're
Yeah,
fine.
you're good.
I'm still
Yeah,
working
you
on
gotta
getting
work
there.
on it.
I haven't,
taking yours.
So, anywho, so that was like another crazy thing. So anyway, end up having this fucking great time. Really, really spiritual, awesome like moments. And I
Yeah,
just,
what were you thinking? Besides
I mean,
all the
honestly, I was just like I couldn't get enough of the mosaic, which kind of also tells a history of Catholicism in the country via St. Louis, because at one point we were the Bishop of St. Louis was in charge of the Catholic Church all the way to the Pacific Ocean,
what do you
which
guys
is
say about that?
pretty wild, right? So like they have the history essentially of De Smet coming and the history, you know. So I'm like looking at that, but also the choral arrangement, the choir was unbelievable, dude. It was I don't want to miss it again. It was so profound of an experience. And I had a friend say, "Did you see God?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. Actually, I saw God in all kinds of things." And I saw God in a junkie that was cold and came inside. Listen up. I did, man. This was great. This person was too ashamed to look at anybody in the eyes. And then like I saw a random stranger like meet them, like get them to meet their eyes just to say Merry Christmas. And then I watched like this, I don't know, humility. I don't know what
You saw a person be like, hey,
get the fuck out of here.
fucking go.
Go put some clothes on. God forbid we have a sweet moment.
A sweet moment where Greg finds a junkie to save.
I didn't find the junkie.
Saves a junkie.
I saw
on
this.
Christmas.
I saw the junkie get saved by somebody else. Regardless, there were a few different moments that I really just cherished. And I think one of...
Honey!
Guys, I wish you knew how much Jenny was my roll dog and shit sometimes. Like it's
I don't. I don't.
So I end up, my favorite, you know what the most underrated part of the Catholic ceremony is, bud? What would you say it is? What would you say it is?
Most underrated part.
Most underrated part.
I mean, the best part is the peace.
Boom.
The peace.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the deal, right?
That's my favorite
And it's,
part, dude.
that was the general
Let me touch somebody.
theme. That was a general theme around, you know, most of the added in things that weren't being read in scripture, the homily, things like that, was just talking about being a vessel for peace and, you know, but we go to turn to give each other the sign of Christ's peace, you know, and it was this really cool moment where
The guy's legs started growing back.
right on the spot,
Yes.
dude,
Yes.
he started fucking like
Yes.
Michael Flatley.
Yes, dude. That's powerful.
So they prayed his legs back. That's so we're offering each other the sign of Christ's peace, and also he's new to this thing, and I'm like, hey, peace be with you, Merry Christmas. You know, these people turn around, Merry Christmas, and when I turned around behind me, there was this younger couple, probably early 30s, maybe, you know, husband and wife. And they're sitting there, and I had this real eyes locked moment with this guy as we were shaking hands. We fucking made out passionately. I had to get there before you
do
did.
shake everyone's hands like this.
Is that weird?
People are like, okay,
Why is that weird?
Okay.
Let me touch your face.
Let me fucking. What's the?
Peace be with you.
You just always.
I'm like Garth kissing.
I love you, dream woman.
Where I'm low on gas and you need a jacket.
You're like, this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of church. Okay, here we go. Not gonna mess this up. Sign another crowd. Okay,
But just to double back, we can get off this.
Okay.
But I had this really special moment where, in that moment where we were all saying "Peace be with you" and "Merry Christmas," it was the most. It was like that guy may have came from St. Charles County, and I came from Hillsborough, and I'm gross, I know. But in church, everybody's welcome.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
We try to get him up there with we try to
it.
put him with the junkies. No, but like there was this moment where it was like we all, like it was. I've had this kind of happen a few times, but it's like when you're in what feels to be the right place at the right time, with total strangers or whatever. It's the same high that you get going to a Blues game or something, and like you are there for a common reason with this stranger. You both passionately love this thing or came to this thing to experience it from different walks of life, and their lives equally. Dude. And like in that moment of shaking hands and saying "Peace be with you" and Merry, and the fucking joy on our faces saying Merry Christmas to one another, who doing this at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, like, hey, we came down here at 1 o'clock in the morning to be a part of this thing. Pretty neat.
Yeah, give me your fucking
now
wallet.
give me your shit.
No, man, that's magical. I'm
There was a lot
jealous.
of really cool parts of it.
I want to start doing more things with my kids on a what do you call that when you do something every year where it becomes
Thank you, Kimberly Mahoney. Have a great night.
A tradition. I want to do a few tradition things because the tradition was go to midnight mass. I grew up in the tradition of Catholicism where it wasn't what I always wanted it to be. But now that I'm old enough, I can make it what I want it to be.
That's right.
Because I love the concept of loving everyone and everyone coming together. And the old school Catholic churches where all the dads were still giving each other shit. And they weren't like too deep and preachy and gospel with it, but they were treating everyone how they wanted to be treated.
There was a common understanding.
There was a community that was based on these.
There was a common understanding. This is where we're raising our families, and this is what we're all doing together.
Yeah.
And they might have been only on days. People always talk about like the holiday Catholics and things like Christmas and Easter and it may have been that, but at least there was a couple times a year where all the guys who maybe didn't go over and have beers with the other guys on the other side of the parish. Well, they got together.
Yep.
At Christmas, and hey, Merry Christmas. How's the family going? Business staying good? We are still neighbors, and we're still doing this thing. And I just feel like I find myself, and I think we do a great job with it with the Hoosiers. I crave the human connection, but not just the human connection, but like humans connecting around maybe a more spiritual goal.
I'm giving up to it. I want to do it.
And it's not even like I'm not even talking about like all of the dogma about it. It's like the spiritual existence that we all live in, where it is more than just us punching a clock or being some kind of product data point, basically, right? Like we are doing a thing as humans. And so like every time we get to gather in these places and genuinely smile at a stranger and shake hands, like these are things that like they give me more joy than I ever could have imagined. And I do feel like there is, I don't know if it's like a chicken or egg thing, but I think that there is this weird glorification that's happening on social media, where I feel as though anxiety on the whole, like as a thing, and this isn't to be like to lessen how anybody suffers from it, but I think to a point, people have forgotten how to be like super social and just a part of a community. And I think that the screens and everything that we're constantly invested in is one of those things where it's like it's just pulling us away from this thing that we need. We've needed it since we lived in caves and we were hiding from saber-toothed tigers. Like we need fellowship, we need connection on a physical level. There is something to be said, even if we don't touch, just sharing this space energetically, that this is what we're doing, a shared goal. And it's really good, I think, for the soul and the heart to see people you don't know working towards a common goal that you're doing. Because even with an awesome community that we build around us and do things, we kind of there's a crew. We got a crew that we kind of show up and do shit for, and we know what we're gonna get out of our awesome friends and the family that we choose and we build and and like all the charity that we're put. But it's really nice to know, oh man, there's a couple of other people, families, whatever, that are doing the same fucking thing. It makes it feel like good can triumph. Yeah. Like seeing it in places you don't expect to see it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew I was going to go back to a place I used to think was super magical, which is the church in general. But like the Cathedral Basilica, if you're not Catholic, if you're not anything, you should just go because it is one of the most insane architectural feats in all of the U.S. I mean, it's on par with any great European cathedrals. It's unbelievable. And everything is a mosaic from about 8 foot up. And 4 generations of a family have been doing it. And anything that looks like gold is gold. All that shimmers gold is gold. It is impressive. Like, it's just an impressive place, which apparently they have like a tile museum in the basement of it. Oh. Which I just found out recently. That's cool. They do tours.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go do it. I think it'd be awesome. But yeah, man, point is, saw God in a lot of different things. Not for what you think God is to show up like in church or whatever, like whatever Monty Python where he comes out of the clouds and like it's not that. It's in all of the things that bring all of these people of all of these different walks of life into this place. And dude, it was such a wide array of races and ages and just every different kind of person just gathered there to be a part of it. And I'm sure that there are plenty of non-Catholics there because it's just something that is wild. I also wanted to be there because the Pope's opening portals. And if the Pope's opening portals, maybe
I want to be there.
I'm going to be somewhere
there
where I'm going to be
Where
somewhere
might be
where we're safe. Stars Party achieved. I don't even know what that.
I want to see like a wave, like a tidal wave of love coming. I see it coming. I feel it coming, and I feel like these things that happen, like the fucking travesty that happened in New Orleans. All the bad stuff that happens like that, if you're thinking of this love wave, yes, is the love wave going to be perfect? No, some of the things in the water block this love wave, but the love wave always seems to find a way around this rock. It finds a path. Love is like this water that cannot be stopped. And the more and more people are joining in, the more tributaries this water is picking up along the way, which I feel like we've done an awesome job with these people. It's like, oh my God, now look at this momentum we have going. This is amazing. Nothing, literally nothing can stop us. I mean, Mike's got something on screen one I want to share with you. This kind of goes in. If you haven't checked out Sora yet and you have ChatGPT, the $20 a month version, then you can do videos now on Sora. So Mike, if you want to take us to scene one, this was the closest thing I found to mimicking what happened when I closed my eyes on a DMT trip.
Yeah,
where it's like hexagons and it's
tunnel,
like,
man.
and it was kind of, except I was moving in different directions too, and it kind of looked like stained glass. And that was the first thing at 37, 38, where I was like, okay, I should reignite my faith. But now just realizing, and if I'm not talking about Jill Taylor, I'm talking about the telepathy tapes. And the telepathy tapes
I got about halfway through them.
Just shifted my consciousness into I am literally seeing everything, trying to see everything the best way that I possibly can. And our kids are mirrors and shit like that. So when I see them not looking the best way at things, I'm like, God, that's probably me. Because they'll be like, you would act the same way if something bad happened. And I'm like, I know. Everything is a gift. Everything is a gift. You get mud on your pants, guess what? It's a gift. You have pants. Yeah. Move on. Like, it is so simple. I want to simplify my life in 2025. Life is hard enough that if you can simplify it and be like, I just love those around me. I serve those in service of others. That's my whole deal. That's my whole game. It's my whole back thought of my process. And then I just fucking make jokes along the way. Sure. My deep down core is helping as much as I can to whoever I can, as much as I can remember, and love everyone for who they are, what they are, not worrying about if they're a piece of shit or any of my judgments that I have going on in my head, because I don't need to worry about that. I don't need to trouble myself with that. If I am just pure, unconditional, loving abundance, then I don't need to dissect everyone's fucking personalities and why they do things and what it is. I don't have time for that. I only have time to love. I only have time to make make my family's lives better. I only have time to make my friends laugh. I only have time to do stuff that feels so good it makes you fucking cry. Yeah. Because it is so fucking awesome, dude. Yes. Because life's gonna throw you shit that makes you cry in the reverse direction. And that's something you need 100%. Those friends for in those moments, and you lift each other up and you fucking go, man.
There's also something to be said too for when you lock into, first off, to go back to like the NOLA thing, like we have this understanding, we talk about it all the time, like the scourge that is social media, because there's plenty of great things, but like some of the horrible things about social media and legacy media is that rage bait sells better than anything. And so the fear of that, the constant focus on the bad shit that's happening, requires those of us who are experiencing these real moments that make it feel like the light has a chance. Like it puts a premium on being able to hear these horrible things that happen and not automatically, because I've got older. There's an older generation that, dude, if it happens on this box, that's the deal.
Yep. Shut your light off.
And guess what? The world looks scary as fuck if you just watch the news.
Shut the lights. Bar the doors.
I remember growing up in St. Louis, I was so programmed to the news, and I didn't realize it, but I was so programmed to the news that when I went to Springfield in '98. I laughed so hard the first time I watched the news because it was like lake levels and shit.
Dude, Columbia, Missouri, their news.
100%. And Springfield's still a decent sized city.
Someone stole the high sign.
Right.
Again, that would make the news that
100%.
another group of kids
That
stole
kind
the
of shit.
high
Now,
sign.
that's not the case in the Springfield area anymore. But in St. Louis growing up, it was like murder,
Yep.
arson, murder, kidnapping, murder, arson, theft.
Southside
arson.
rapists.
What the fuck?
Craig
It was
and
like,
drugs.
Craig and drugs. Drugs and Craig. Craig and things. Synonymous with drug. But like, you know, but once that we step out of it as people that are trying to focus on the good and highlight the good in our friends, because that's the thing. Like, you have so many friends that might be depressed, especially now. I was talking earlier. Like, I got to get in the fucking tanning bed, eat some vitamin D. Like, winter is fucking wearing me down fast, and it hasn't even been here.
The fog's trying to kill us.
And
I
that's-
know Christopher Rachel Crawford's probably on
What's
that
up
one.
with the fog, bud?
Fogs, there's some weird conspiracies about the fog.
So anyway, like it's imperative of us that know that the world's not near as bad as they would like to make it seem, because every media outlet, every social media algorithm is pinging these horrible things and fear baiting, and it's giving people a false idea of what's actually going on, which is when I went to this thing that I'd never gone to before. Oh man, here's 1,000 people that showed up for for this choir to sing and just to feel something special
We
and
should
to
go
feel
as a
like a part
group.
of. I would love it.
We should go as a
I
group.
would love
Because
it.
it's conjuring up these ideas in my head as we talk about this that I'll never forget a time I was camping. I went and checked out all the state parks when we broke up. I was going to start this whole thing and be so much
Nasmo Steve.
better than you.
Yeah, you did great.
Did awesome. Did go to all the hard work of going to the parks and
Yeah,
staying
that's the
there
best part.
by myself. So some of them, okay, so I'm staying there at a park by myself. I'm at my bench table. It's Lake of the Ozarks State Park. And this is going to be a metaphor for what we're doing with everything too. So I have all this land behind me and the lake is back this direction, and I'm at my table and I'm putting catfish stuff on each one of my rods. So I have my headlamp, but I'm focused in this area. It's nighttime. There's one other camper in this. Lake of the Ozarks State Park is massive.
Yeah, it's
dude.
big. Yeah.
And I'm about half click from the water's edge. So I'm sitting there and I'm getting my stuff together. Well, I turn around and my headlamp I didn't have the spelunking one at this time. I just had like a regular one.
Right.
And it can only see about 50 feet those, and it's 40 sets of glowing eyes. And I'm like, well, that's something I ain't fucking never seen before in my life. And my brain's immediately like, coyotes, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
I guess deer.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a herd of freaking deer. So I'm like, but to tie that in, I could only see, if we're referring to love as light and the scary bad shit in life, those glowing eyes in the distance, to take it down to our most primordial level of caveman seeing cat's eyes in the fucking distance. That's terrifying, okay? My headlamp can only shine so much.
Right.
But if I'm sharing this load with you guys and you and Mike are there with headlamps,
Yep.
now I can see 2 or 3 deer.
That vector goes
now,
way
Now we
wider.
got Jenny. Now we got Christopher Rachel Crawford. Now we got Jessica Evans. Now we got Krista Sado. Now we got Kimberly Mahone. We get all of them with their headlamps. Now everyone uses their love, their light, to amplify. So now the darkness is almost not even
Right.
fucking dark anymore.
Right.
You have shined a light on it.
You at least can see it so well that it's not scary. You know
Exactly.
what you're looking at.
Fucking great. Great. Fucking punch that one up, dude. Put it on a shirt.
Hey, Mike, will you give him number 2?
Okay. Let's see how this.
Give them number 2. I think they deserve it. I think they deserve it, dude. They deserve number 2.
Hello, my friend. Just look at this bright, shiny new year. Like a fresh canvas, waiting for our gentle brushstrokes. And remember, there are no mistakes here. Only happy little accidents that blossom into unexpected wonders. Each day, we welcome those little surprises. Let them spark our creativity and find joy in every colorful moment ahead. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Whoopi Goldberg's Big Fat
We had an hour.
We're about an hour in, so I think we should
talk
give
New Year's after this.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
New
talk.
Year's?
Let's talk New Year's after this. Let's talk.
Mike
about
had something
everything we
too.
got going on.
Mike, what'd you have for the
Amazon shut.
Yes,
Amazon
we will do
shut
Com 1. I
Mike
definitely
down.
want to talk about that.
Yes.
Com 1.
Com 1?
We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Y aquí en el show se llama Osier. Sofísticate con Stevie Craig sin par. No esperarán para hacerle reír. Los dos son anfitriones sin igual. Con chistes finos y una amistad que el alma calma. A mis amigos y el sofisticate, pura carcajada. Cantan con gozo y el corazón se llena de alegría. Ole, ole. Stevie y Craig, dos locutores con magia. Y en cada emisión, traen las historias con sabor y pasión. Charlas y entrevistas siempre van con luz. Esperanza brinda, en cada chiste una enseñanza. Stevie y Craig iluminan el lugar.
Friends on the river's edge, Steve, Craig, and Mike, strumming chords and singing truth under the moonlight. Munching on those mystic caps, they journey far and wide. Tripping down the stream of love, they let their souls collide. Harmony and shrooms alike, they blend in the sweet embrace. Philosophy on water's flow, they each find their own space. Fires glow with sparks in their eyes, Steve, Craig, and Mike. They share their tales, the woods echo with their laughter bright. Riding waves of cosmic dreams, they understand the night. Embracing love, the universe under the stars so right. Guitar strings hum the truth they seek in every tender strum. Brothers in the wild, they soar, no strings to where they're from. Down by the water song they find a sanctuary near. The world's a stage for Steve, Craig, and Mike without a single fear. Tales spun from their minds take flight, a tapestry they weave, singing of the stars above in the magic they believe. They're the explorers of the heart, the poets of the wild. In the grip of nature's art, they're forever beguiled.
I never knew false tickets stale, and I'll gab with Craig again, again we'll rail. I never knew, I never knew life's riddle steep and stormy steep. As Steve and I, we ponder scotch, our friendship ain't no lie. All we do is laugh and sigh, oh why. So we chat, Craig and I, about the river's roar, with a steel guitar strumming, amigos to the chord. We talk live, we talk about the wild and free, in a dust-kick dance, Steve's as real as can be. Steve and Craig, by the fireside's glow, speak of river secrets that only they know. Says to Craig, under stars that shed light, tales of the riverbank, cutting through the night, with laughter and song, our souls take flight, in the heart of the wild, neath the moon's shine so bright. We ride the current by those streets where eagles dare to soar.
Oh, look, there's Steve, his groove so tight. Slipping yams in the pocket light. Craig laughs along a playful fight. Wild Mike preps for a feast tonight. Pockets bulge with yams, you see. A game they play, wild and free. Steve's on fire, his eyes alight, feeling the heat of the yam-filled night. Craig's shadow looms, he's got that flare. Reaching for the prize in Mike's pocket, they dare. Together they lie entwined in dreams, feeding their hunger, so it seems. Now here comes the sun, they rise as one, their skin aglow from the fun. Muscles taut with yams in hand, three kings of the yam-filled land. They toss and turn in a playful fight. Locked in brotherhood, they're a sight. I städer, Kiss-time, Western night. They toss and turn in a playful fight. Locked in brotherhood, they're a sight. Like ready, standing tall and proud. Together their laughter echoes loud.
Hello, my friend. Just look at this bright, shiny new year. Like a fresh canvas, waiting for our gentle brushstrokes. And remember, there are no mistakes here. Only happy little accidents that blossom into unexpected wonders. Each day, we welcome those little surprises. Let them spark our creativity and find joy in every colorful moment ahead.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Whoopi Goldberg's Big Fat. I'd like to welcome the Archangels who are watching, my 15-year-old
squad?
boys soccer team, indoor soccer team. Good victory today, boys.
Good victory today, boys. Way to go, Archangels.
I hope you enjoyed that last little bit there. I'll explain it to you at practice. I'll explain all of it to your parents at practice. I'll explain it. Stop.
You know what? This could really be a song that they rally around too. The Archangels.
Good.
Yeah. When there's nowhere else to run, is there room for one more sun? One more sun. If you can't hold on, if you can't hold on, hold on.
Stand up, I wanna let go.
You know, no, you don't. I wanna shine on in the hearts of man. I wanna mean it from the back of my broken head. Another headache, another heartbreak. I'm so much older, it's more than I can take. And my affection
Well, it comes and goes. I need direction to perfection. No, you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, oh, don't you put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah. When there's nowhere else to run, is there room for one more song? It's changing, ain't changing me, the cold-hearted boy that I used to be. Yeah, yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, oh, don't you put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. 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 Yeah, you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, well, don't you put me on the back burner. Oh, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, yeah, well, don't you put me on the back burner. Oh, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. You're gonna put me on the back burner. You're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Over and in. Last call for sin. While everyone's lost, the battle is won. With all these things that I've done. With all these things that I've done. With all these things that I've done. If you can't hold on, if you can't hold on, hold on.
All right.
Fire! Is there a fire engine in the house? Right? Is this the Eagles?
Yep.
How
It is the
dare
Eagles.
you.
Who the hell said that?
There's a synchronized head dip. Great song.
Synchronized head dip. Did we do it in time? Cool, man. Mikey, turn your mic on.
Let's read some of the comments from the lovely people. What are they saying? Bidet play.
Ooh wait!
Bidet play.
Ooh wait!
So let's go up a little bit.
Mike, what do we got?
Let's
Dude, that's
see.
dangerously
So we got
good.
Steve Erotica. Craig's glorious mane blowing on the wind. I think they're talking about the commercial.
I think so.
I mean, Bobby, how'd you get the Billy Strings? Fucking pocket yam. Steve had hair.
He has hair.
Watching
keep-
two
this is my
full-grown
choice.
men getting their knots squirted. Thanks for the heads up, Steve. I'll straighten up.
Don't straighten up. I don't like anything
We don't like
straight.
that. No.
That's like
that's
anything
a
straight.
fact.
Get crooked.
Don't do anything.
That
Yeah,
Where's
tracks.
your thing?
I didn't know.
Oh, dude. You can grab this.
That tracks. Mikey, you told me something
bud.
real scary earlier, pal.
Yeah, so me and Joe were sitting there the other day watching a little comedy special by Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Oh, big Bargatze
bud,
fan.
Dude,
Big Bargatze
totally
guy.
cool cat. So we were watching it,
Cool
and
cat daddy.
Relax.
and
Daddy,
so Alexa decided to say something. We didn't catch it. Alexa picks up noise here and there, and sometimes decides to respond. So we're like, whatever, Alexa, stop. So about 15 seconds go by, and I can't quite remember what Nate Bargatze said, but then Alexa said, your account is going to be shut down. So
You talked about Osama bin
all
Laden.
of a sudden, boom, our screen goes gray. And it's a code that we need to type into an email that was just sent to her account. Or you can scan the QR code and then just go through that process. Immediately scans the QR code and it says you are locked out of your account due to suspicious activity. So now we turn on all our TVs to see what's going on and realize we only have Fire TVs, which is owned by Amazon. So it shut everything down, could not get in. Fortunately, it was 3 o'clock on a Friday, and we called Amazon customer service. And we get Kim from India, and can barely understand Kim. Kim is not very helpful and says our situation is going to get raised to a higher level. And we were like, okay, great. What's that higher level? You'll receive a call within 24 hours.
And so
And I said, so that's it? Now we're done?
You were done.
Nothing.
What?
You've given
Yep.
too much of your power to Amazon.
Oh, dude.
You've given all your
It was
power to
horrible.
Amazon, Mike.
And it was the one time that, I'm not a big TV watcher, but we actually wanted to just sit there
Yeah,
together
veg
and
out.
watch some TV.
It's nice to do over the holidays.
Right?
Damn.
And so, I don't know, somewhere around 10 o'clock that night, she had been on the phone doing emails, password changes, account changes, and finally got it back.
Okay.
But it was just
But
weird.
not for losing a few hours.
Right.
It's not just weird. It's one of those things where like it talks about our interdependence with technology, right? And like of all the things that I'm hooked up with in the Matrix,
Yes.
let my entertainment not be spoiled by your nonsense. Now, chances are somebody was trying to log into your Amazon from somewhere else in the world, and
Possible.
maybe it shuts down all of your streaming too. That's
Mike
kinda
had a
weird.
new FBI agent who was listening through his
He's like,
fucking
hang on,
things.
rewind. Hang on.
He's like, I gotta listen to what this guy's fucking saying because his iRobot shit blew my fucking mind last week. So they're listening. They're listening to Mike's Amazon. They're bringing like the people from the office are gathered around to listen to Mike's fucking Amazon when he gets going. And the new guy hit a fucking button that was like volume, but it actually said fucking disassemble like Johnny Five on there. It shut Mike's whole shit down. So now Mike's like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? But really, it's fucking Amazon soaking up every bit of data so it can feed it to the large language models. Because here's the weird thing too. We have gotten to the point where we have broken almost everything with not unadulterated greed, but like the bottom line mentality where it's like, hey, bottom line, we got to make money on these Blues games and Cardinals games. My kids have fucking zero clue who's on the Cardinals team. They have fucking shit knowledge for like even kids who know baseball, like kids who are into baseball, they're like Goldschmidt, Molina. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, that fucking guy's retired. He's so baseball.
I've been singing this song for fucking 10
and I don't
years.
mean to fucking get you.
I've been singing this song for 10 fucking years. If you want to grow a game, you put it where the you put it where the next generation's at.
Yep.
And they're fucking these
so
dinosaurs.
bad at
These
it.
dinosaurs running all of them. The NBA kind of figured it out a little bit because the NBA is
Their
always
numbers are plummeting.
Well, it's the worst fucking.
It's the worst product,
I've ever
Yep.
seen. Like I
Yep.
don't want to. The two teams missed a combined 75 3-pointers.
Yeah, and did you see it? They did 8 or 9 back in the fourth.
It's just
back and
unwatchable.
forth.
It's just unwatchable. And so it's like, but my thing is like the NBA's got one thing going for it, which is like it's all since Jordan, it's been kind of interconnected with fashion, right? Like shoes and just like They are the most. They've always been the best about
It's
marketing.
a worldwide.
It's the best
thing,
about.
yeah.
There's a lot of European players. There's Asian players. Like, and it's just one of those things where it's kind of always stayed cool. It's a cheap sport to play. It's played in all of the inner cities. It doesn't take a whole lot of organization with teams and like we were talking about soccer. Like I was telling you about that one guy. His goal. He was like a former professional player, but his goal is like, you want soccer to get good? And like he lives in New York. It's something insane. Like New York has just absurd numbers that are hard to wrap your head around. But like there's like 11,000 basketball courts in the city in like the city of New York. And throughout Europe and Central and South America, everywhere else, wherever there's a basketball court, they have goals underneath.
Yep.
And they're playing street
St.
soccer.
Louis City's doing that now.
Have to.
City is.
And for us, who grew up in South City playing on blacktop, we played soccer on blacktops.
Oh, yeah,
all the
we did.
full contact soccer on
Your
blacktop.
soccer ball would be black by the end of it.
100%. And your jeans would be torn up from slide tackling or whatever.
tackling on fucking
So,
blacktop.
but the point is like you have to put it where the next generation is. And the next generation ain't fucking cruising valleys. They don't give
Not
a fuck.
at
They don't,
all,
dude. Just to get my kid to sit down and watch a movie, like a whole movie, that has been a challenge for years as it is.
Yep.
We are moving as a society into shorter form content.
I find myself struggling to find
Are
a
you
good
kidding
movie.
me? Like, I avoided TikTok forever, right? Whenever Facebook put the reels, they put the Instagram reels on Facebook to where the thing that I was going to now all of a sudden had access to this short form content. Because before I had to go look up YouTube Shorts or TikTok or, back in the day, Twitter Vines. I just stayed away from all of it. And I didn't even realize, like, once you take a sip from that spigot of fucking constant download, you can burn hours, 12 seconds at a time. Hours. Just doom scrolling. And then you're like, I'll be in the Facebook app watching Reels, not realizing I'm not getting any of the notifications because I'm in the Reels spot and not just on the, you know what I mean? And then I'll like go back and I'll have like 12 notifications or something because I've been doing this shit for an hour and a half. It's fucking insane. And so if you're baseball, like for the longest time I was like, hey, like what they're doing now is what I asked for in 2012 when I cut the cord. Just give me something I can pay you directly and I will pay good money because I am that fan. And if they would have made that like just an option instead of, and what's crazy is they're like, oh, we've got MLB Network and you can pay, and we're gonna black out your whole region. What the fuck are you doing?
I just got ESPN with Disney because I thought all of the St. Louis stuff would be on ESPN.
How it should work is Major League Baseball. If they were to, like, if I'm in what would be their blackout zone, you give 100% or not, whatever the number makes sense, 90, 95% of whatever I'm paying MLB Network to that market, whatever market is blocked out. Yeah, blacked out.
So I did find out the other day. I got a buddy who did a numbers, just a very low number cost monthly with trying to get your NHL, MLB, NFL, and then the college stuff. He was at about $125.
I bet.
With just having to have so many separate ones.
They've broken us, and that's the point I was getting to. Is that it's gone too far to where like to watch Premier League games, I have to get USA, Telemundo, Peacock. And one other one. No, that's Champions League. So Champions League, they're on a different one. USA is the other one. And they're and NBC Sports. And they're all different fucking apps that each want $4.99 to $7.99 for. I can't do it. So
and
you're
you live in
losing
America.
all of us.
And you live in America, so you can be like, hey, can I give you the money directly? And you don't even give me announcers. I don't care. Like, give me your most basic feed if that's what it is.
We're at a point to where I should be able, and me and my kids, that on a, because this is how I grew up to love baseball, is that all the uncles and dads would sit around a radio at an event, and it would be on. It wouldn't be the main focus. But it'd be on the back. And then if something, 2 strikes, 2 men on, she should pull Pujols or Jack Clark maybe back in the day, or Vince Coleman's coming up. I would need to listen to this. They'd all lock in. I would kind of lock in as a kid, not knowing exactly what's going on. It fueled my love in the mystery of the game and seeing the men, elders, act in a way where they were getting excited and high-fiving after shit.
Well, is there anything better?
I want a part of that
than
shit.
Dad with some pork steaks on the grill, uncles
100%.
drinking
I used to
beers,
love it. I used to
Mike Shannon and Jack Buck
Yep.
are talking in the background. and they're not cued into every pitch, but when there's a dinger, hey, all right,
100%. Or
That's
the
the
game's building up to a certain moment.
Dude, this was my fucking whole thing with Rob Manfred when he came in and everything. I was like, you are trying to change the game to attract people rather than make them fall in love with the fucking Roman. Give this shit away. Put it on TikTok.
Yep.
Put all of the bombs.
Give it
put
a
it,
fucking
give it away
way,
because
dude.
that and you will still get advertisers. You just have to
get
learn
more
how to put the
advertisers.
advertising
Yes.
on that thing.
Yes.
But for me, the whole idea of like the clock, right? Which a lot of people are like, oh, I kind of like it. The game's
It's all
faster
right.
now. It's fine. But here's my deal: is I have never ever turned on a baseball game
Yeah, I'm with you.
and said, man, I can't wait for this to be over.
100%.
I'm not in a race.
I need it to be 4 hours.
I'm not in a
On
race.
a drive, I want a fucking 9 to
Baseball-
8 game with 7 pitching changes.
For me, baseball is a totally different thing than everything, and the beauty of it was that it was a timeless game.
Yep.
But in it being a timeless game, it does own a huge block of the calendar, and for
Huge.
me, it tells the story of summer. Right?
Yep.
It tells the story of summer, and it's just a thing that accompanies everything and makes the room richer.
Yep.
And sometimes when things are going real good, I am tuning in for more and more, but I have lost that thing entirely.
Dude,
and
I
it's
think a lot of
because
people have.
They have made it so hard for everybody to passively make it a part of their life. The safest tattoo I felt like I ever got, like when people were like, hey, you're going to regret those tattoos one day. You're going to regret, and I'm like, well, of all of I will never regret my dad's art, and the next safest tattoo felt like putting a Cards logo on me. I'll always love the Cards. And a part of me will always love the Cards.
Yes.
I'm a fucking kid from St. Louis. I'm always, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I just don't care anymore, and it kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
Oh, totally. And we're getting...
Let's bring your favorite movie in.
Little Giants. I
See,
love
now,
it.
the nice thing about football and youth football in particular is these kids are still playing for the love of the game.
That's all. That's all I've ever.
When Becky
wanted.
the Icebox O'Shea is really, I mean, she's queuing up.
Hot hands.
Hot hands handing?
Enough said. They're kind of dicking us. They're double dicking us.
They're double dicking us.
Because
ass to ass, like in fucking
Requiem for a Dream.
Thank you. That's what's happening.
We're getting Requiem.
I'm Jennifer Connelly, and you're the other one.
Yeah, totally. And baseball and the NFL and football's got their fucking cock in our face in this direction.
I don't want
and
it.
shit.
I don't want it. I don't want
nigga.
it in my face. Get out of here.
But we're getting double dicked on the sports thing because not only are they not putting it in front of everyone's eyes, which Blues and Cardinals games were on channel fucking 11.
Best.
You could turn them on anytime. Every TV had it. It came with fucking TV. Now we're at a point to where they're saying, well, you can't really get it. Well, we're also getting dicked by life in general. So you have to put half of the eggs in that basket that, yes,
100%.
it is the sports doing it. But also, when life is good, you have time for sport. You have time for
Absolutely.
leisure. When life gets a little tougher, it's hard to care about the Cardinals when I'm like, okay, groceries were $2.70 instead of $2.20, and my car insurance is going up because Kias get stolen in St. Louis City a lot. So they raised mine $100 since I own something.
Sure.
So they said you owe more.
Nolan
now
Gorman's hitting 215. What the hell?
Yeah, I gotta fucking get up on to see who's gonna play third next year for the Birds. Who's gonna do it? It's hard to get up.
I agree.
So that if life got a little bit better, it'd be easier to pay attention to that shit. But also, there's this that comes with sport. There's this undying thing that I've noticed in myself with the Blues that is like almost like this spirituality that I always would tell Jen even before we won the Stanley Cup. I was like, I'm not really gonna care this year. And then she'd be like, that's hilarious. And I would see a commercial leading up to the season that's playing like Creed Higher. And I have a tear coming down my eye. And she's like, what's actually wrong with you? Yeah. I'm hype, dog. We won the cup, everything. And we used to sometimes get in arguments where she'd be like, you watch sports, I watch fucking housewife shit. And I'm like, yeah, it is kind of both just mundane bullshit. But I'm like, there is an aspect of with sport, you can get a whole city together rowing in the same direction, and that's what St. Louis used to be in all these Octobers.
One of my
and stuff.
favorite memories was hugging strangers after Game 7 of 2011. Hugging total strangers and just soaked in beer. They didn't care. I didn't care. we were loving each other, high-fiving. And, like, even just you saying that, like, one of the things that I'm really struggling with is, like, as we are more aware of the matrix that we live in and the media machine that's hitting us from all sides. And even, like, Housewives, are like, that's all programming. And that's, like, old school programming that's kind of like, well, here's your junk food to eat to keep you not thinking about the Southside rapist.
It's my fucking meat eater and shit. You know
but
what I mean?
like,
or
with,
car
with
shows.
baseball
I love Rusta
the things that I love, like, remember that fucking baseball poem? And it's like, an Omeg Brummer stealing home. Like, it's just telling the whole, like, baseball is romance. It's a romance novel.
It's Legends of the Fall.
And when you turn, and now they've turned all, it's the same reason why NBA teams are missing 75 fucking 3-pointers, or the NFL, like, offensive records are getting blown up because nobody can hit anybody anymore. It's like they're trying, everything that they're doing is now binary. It's all their running code, and it's like these sabermetrics and all of these things. Well, we're more worried about this, and so when the more and more they mathematize this fucking thing.
Yeah, they're putting people together based on like traits rather than like fucking.
They've taken out all of the
kissing
romance.
a sailor on the fucking deck of a ship, dude.
Where does Rex Hudler fit in today's game? You know what I mean? Like, that's where, like, where is the guy that the straw that stirs the drink that's gonna? Where's the fucking Pete Cosmo that's gonna come off the bench?
He's gonna get signed by the Dodgers and then become a World Series MVP, like
that like Tommy Evans.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how we got off on that tangent. I think a lot of it is
it's Mike's Amazon thing.
Well, it's Mike's Amazon thing, but everything in this grid and in this matrix, and like this constant swallowing by bigger conglomerates of smaller medias. Like, eventually, we're just going to end up with cable again, right? Like,
we're
there. Yeah. We're there. If you're paying for everything a la carte, there's enough now. Like, it used to be like, you pay for Netflix a la carte, and really Prime Video kind of came out the gate. I'm like, damn, they're able to give this quality of programming. Well, now Paramount's got it. NBC's got it. Everybody's got Apple TV. Like, some of them have like one show that you're like, I'm in on that. Yeah. I'll spend $5 a month. The next thing you know, you got 40 fucking $5 a month things.
Oh, 100%.
You know? And I don't even watch that much shit.
Watch
you
one
know,
on each.
like, exactly.
One on each, well,
you know, like when
deal.
Ted Lasso was around, I was like, give me fucking Apple. And I watched way more of City at the time.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you know, I was all in on that. But then it's like, even that, like, you get to a point, and you kind of alluded to it a little bit, it's like the same reason that I don't watch minor league baseball. You know, it's like there's a better product that's being offered for roughly the same cost. Yep. And so what am I going to fucking, like, I'm not that ate up with it. I've got my time's precious. There used to be a time we had fucking Kyle Reese on Change Station way back then. Motherfucker knows every minor league. I used to be like that. Like, I don't know, this guy doesn't really start hitting until June. So I might pick him up on a waiver wire back then, but he's not. You know, no intimate details about these guys. You know, like, this guy's going through a breakup. He's got a hole in his swing right now. You know, like,
exactly.
And now it's like they've sucked all of
hole in his heart,
hole in his
swing,
and his swing, like Mr. Baseball. Anywho,
I think
we got you know,
when it goes with the Amazon thing, I think we're heading towards this direction, though, to tie it into kind of my AI shit too, is that right now there is a website that allows you to make like South Park or Simpsons episodes by prompting.
Oh,
so you
awesome.
prompt it and it makes this episode for you.
That's
okay.
Insane.
What we're reaching a point to where games and other shit are getting so good that
the plane.
It was supposed to be the horn. No, it was supposed to be the horn. It was supposed to be the air horn. It was totally on accident.
So we're hitting a point to where these games are getting so good that people are watching other people sim games. Like, I'm watching these videos of people simming, like, well, what if the Bulls traded for a Patrick Ewing and stuff?
Yeah, they're playing for GM.
So I'm like watching these and I'm like, okay, now we're mixing in the reality. So all of these sports everyone is going to have to change the way they do everything. All of these networks are going to have to change. The era of like being greedy and being the only game in town is fucking over, dude. You're not the only game in town anymore. There's so much vying for our attention that you asking for $9.99 for a half hour of my attention a week, you ain't fucking getting it unless these AI assistants come and make me a whole lot more money that I'm not missing $5 a week.
Dude,
you got to make it like that. Otherwise, I can't do it. You're bleeding me dry.
I get a fucking kick out of these Rocket Money commercials where like these dudes that come in and be like, I will give you $100 if you can guess how many subscriptions you have. And they're like, oh, that's easy. Netflix and Amazon.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, well, actually, I looked it up. You have 40 streaming, so you're paying $400 a month in streaming. It's the most detached from reality fucking commercial of all time. First off, if you don't know that $400 a month is just coming out, there is a level of earner that would not ever recognize $400 a month coming out. I get that. That's fine. The fucking kid on the college campus that they're interviewing, man on the street style, ain't it, bud?
Ain't it,
bud.
It ain't it.
Ain't it, dude? There was something else I wanted to talk about.
There is something else I did want to talk about real quick, just for a
Oh, they
second.
won, didn't they, in Chicago? Winterfest?
They did. I don't know. Winterfest, Mike, I do know what you are talking about, and I will tell them a little bit about what we got going on here. The Winter Classic was in Chicago, and I swear to heavens to Betsy's, it was a good game. Everyone had a good time. There was a few little mix-ups.
Was there a little dust-up?
There was a few dust-up. Braden Shin done got his head punched in.
Oh, that's not cool. That's my
It's
guy.
not good. I
Who
didn't
punched his
like
head in?
him. The captain of the Blackhawks.
Oh, well, at least it was captain on
Foligno.
captain. At least it was captain on captain.
And I tell you what, Braden Shin, he's such a gosh darn gentleman that Braden Shin, and Foligno, it was 5-2. He didn't even need to fight. Braden Shin didn't even need to fight.
That's right.
He's a captain. He said, "This is the Winter Classic.
He's the only man with
we
any
gotta
red ass on that team."
gotta put on a little bit of show for these people because he's a showman." So he said, "You know what we're going to do? We're going to put on a little show for these gentlemen tonight, gentlemen
And he
and
got
these
his head
ladies."
punched in.
And he got his goddamn head punched in, which wasn't ideal. But we did win the game, I believe, 6-2. And I'm glad Mike said, "Get the scarf," because it was a fantastic idea, Mike.
Hey.
I think we owe Skittles a song. Is that fucking?
Fuck that guy.
Is that Squirrel Rapist still in here? Or?
Squirrel Raper.
Was it Squirrel Ninja?
You know what I call him?
Squirrel
You know what I call Skittles? Skittles, are you in here? Blink twice if so.
Skittles, put a comment.
Don't you
in the
fucking
comment
dare,
section.
Jelena. Do not dare.
Good night, Jelena.
You're not fucking
Don't do
leaving
it though.
anywhere. Don't you do it. Are we playing something?
Let's go. We ended it.
Oh, do you want to end it?
Yeah, let's end it.
Real quick, before we end it, there was one other thing that I wanted to mention. We were talking about, there's a lot of crazy, I know Steve's always on the AI thing. We've touched on this a little bit with the quantum computing. The implications of the quantum computing are so crazy, and this is something I want to talk about on our first show of 2025. Because what's going to happen in the next year or two, Skittles is back. It's a song called Treeses. What's going to happen in the next year or two is beyond anything that any human being can even put their mind around.
I try to wrap my head around it every
When
day.
we were talking about it, I think we just touched on it a little bit. But basically, there is a quantum computer that they have to keep in an area that is colder than space, right? And it has to be blocked off from all of the frequencies that we use for communication because it would otherwise cross its wires, right? Corrupt the data. You've talked about this, and there's an equation that this quantum computer solved. That if you took every single atom in the observable universe that we know, every atom that makes that up, consider the atoms that make up me, you, this room,
Just this.
the universe, if you turned all of them into standard computing power as we know computers, it would take that computer a septillion years.
Yep. 10.
Okay? That
10.
is a billion.
10 septillion years.
10 septillion years.
Or it's like 20.
So it's something like a billion.
It's in septillion.
Okay.
It would take that how many years to compute
To
this problem?
to figure out this problem. The quantum computer that they have solved it in minutes. And the only thing they can come up with to explain this is that this quantum computer is hooking up with identical quantum computers in an infinite number of universes and taking data from each one of its twins.
Sharing that info.
And sharing that
That's the
info
theory
to
behind it.
that the theory behind it is that this information is coming from the multiverse. If this is
Because it's
true,
creating its own multiverse, theoretically. It's
This-
running, the quantum computer is running all the analysis
of
at
everything
of
at
every
once.
possibility at once and
Not-
giving you an
but-
answer.
Not just in this universe with the universal laws
Yes.
that we understand.
Beyond.
To the point that it has broken Newtonian physics and we don't understand why.
And we can't even really know if it got the answer right. Because
There's
do
no way
we
to
have
check
someone
it.
to check
There's
it?
no way to check it. It's just to our best. Well,
That's
that
my
brings
theory.
in a whole other thing.
I think the aliens for real are coming.
They know. Well, they probably knew this.
Anyway,
You know,
yeah.
it's taken them this
The
long.
idea is what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing.
But what
That
what
train
real
is-
world implications?
What
does
real world
quantum-
implications do I pull away from it?
Yeah.
Do we pull away from it?
Well, quantum computing isn't that too crazy as far as. Real
I want
world.
you to remember that fact whenever you come upon a disagreement with somebody or you think that something should be this way or that way. We have only known an existence where our reality is binary and the truth, how we record things, it's either truth or fiction. And what's crazy about that is that we've always known that the human experience is a little more nuanced than that. If we take the word Sonder and you're walking down Manhattan and every single light in every building and every car that's moving around represents a life that's equally complex as yours. Okay? That idea makes for the beginning of understanding that there can't be any clear cut right and wrong because so many data inputs have determined these individual paths for all of these individual data points or people that are having it. We've always tried to be like, well, that's right or that's wrong, and it's a binary answer. But we no longer, now we have physical proof that we no longer live in a binary reality, and we have crossed into the quantum, which is everything happening everywhere all at once. And the number of things that can possibly happen can happen at any given point. And it could be what we think is free will leading those choices. But in an infinite number of realities, where an infinite number of different actions can be taken, all actions are accounted for. And so next time you have a disagreement with somebody, you want to call them a fucking idiot, you know? They might be a fucking idiot. We're like on this line that you're walking.
Yeah. Yep.
But we're not walking on a straight line
Nope.
with a point A and a point B.
Nope.
We're walking on a line with a point A to the fucking 10 billionth power.
Septillionth power.
Yeah,
dude.
10 septillionth
Yeah.
power. And that shit is wild. And it's happening now. And so what does that look like for every day? I don't know. But with that and AI, whenever that marriage happens, Buddy Bear, like what it is to be a human is a different thing. There may be a war on machines. There may, you know what I mean? Like it may come to this point where it's like we can't possibly compete with this all-knowing, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient being. We have created a physical representation of God that acts as a projector of knowledge. And it is the fucking headiest thing
Yeah, I love
of
it
all
so
time.
much.
I don't know what's happening. Dude, I'm sitting here thinking about making plans for my future. I was talking to my coworker
Yeah, it's
today.
tough. It's
and
tough.
I'm like, I don't even know if like
tough.
stash, because it used to be, it's like, just stash acorns, get through the winter.
Yep,
You're
yep.
going to be fine.
Yep.
You know, but we're not running that
I
program.
don't know what to tell my kids.
They just booted
For,
up
like,
a machine.
career-wise.
This is exactly what I said. My kid is now graduated, moving into this thing, and I'm like, you know what? I love the idea that he wants to go and do service work, be
Yeah,
of service to
that'll-
one another.
that'll
because
still
the
be there.
thing that will still be separated from all of this knowledge is a human's need for interaction and love
Yep.
and fellowship and understanding and grace. And we've been talking about how the revolution is radical grace.
Yep.
We have all made a shitload of mistakes, but the skeletons in the closet are only getting closer to walking out, and nobody's going to be able to hide shit anymore.
Agreed.
There's no thing. Great. Live in the
Yep.
truth. The truth
Yep.
lives in the open. Now, align how you move, how you act, how you think, and how you care for others with that truth. And then you're not going to be sitting there lying awake at night wondering, if you're doing enough, if you're enough, if you're a good person, as long as you're in service to your community, to your friends, to your family, that's something that, sure, AI can help. Quantum computing can even help. They can help you get tasks done. But they're never going to be able to give you that interaction, that gaze in that person's face when I'm shaking their hands at church, total stranger, saying Merry Christmas, this is what we're doing. We're here having an experience for at least the next few decades. And I think it's exciting. As freaky and scary as all of the tech being more powerful than us and world governments and all that, that's fine. It's time for us to remember what we are. We are here to remember, and what we are is loving awareness. And we are here to love the person next to us to the best of our abilities, to let them feel comfortable to write and create their experience. Because even though all of these this quantum reality allows for infinite possibilities, we still get to choose which one of those possibilities we're going to be. I am the only me in this universe is the only me that's ever going to exist. There might be a copy of me in a different universe, but it's not the same. It's not the same thing. So what am I going to do with this? Well, I'm going to love like a motherfucker.
Yep. Amen, brother. Because it also helps if you look at things that if we are the universe learning about itself, the universe has to make some mistakes or do bad things, where you're alluding to bad people or bad decisions, whatever it is. That's the universe learning every fucking aspect. The nitty, the gritty, the dirty, the beautiful,
You're not hiding anything.
the wondrous. It's all there to be experienced.
Yes. And like a video game, you're building your avatar. And your avatar is not just the way that you look. Like in D&D, you have a backstory, and you have things that you choose. Like if a certain situation were to approach you, your character would move in a certain way. You get to build that character every second of every day. What is it consistently in line with who I want to be and the mark I want to leave? I'm not going to leave a permanent mark on this multiverse, but I am going to leave an indelible mark on the people around me who I'm here with in this moment, in this time. And that's fucking as powerful as it gets, dog.
Let's fucking go, bro. What sounds like skill?
Well, he came on down from the East Coast, and he said, I really like some French toast before I go out and climb these trees. gets so breezy, 'cause I'm Skittles.
Skittles.
You can call me Treaser.
And he'll forgive all of your sins, chopping down all of them limbs. He'll clean your front yard, and he'll definitely clean your backyard. He's Skittles.
He's Skittles, but call him Treases. Well, let me say at this party a little too late, and while the kids are all gone to bed, you know I'm gonna help clean up till the last one's gone. Because I'm Skittles, oh yes I'm Skittles, just call me Treases. Skittles, just call me Skittles, and call me Treases.
Well, he likes to take those trips. Yeah, he likes to take a dip in a bathtub. His sons, he's feeling the love. 'Cause he's Skittles, oh yes, he's Skittles, but call him Treases. Yeah, he's Skittles, oh yes, he's Skittles, but call him Treases. Whoa! Skittles, oh yes, he's Skittles, just call him Treases. Skittles, come and take my sins away. Skittles, come over here and make my day. Oh, Skittles, we love Skittles, but call him Jesus, call him Jesus, call him Jesus, call him.
And you know what I'd like to call him, Steve?
Call him.
Call him Skittles.
Maybe
Maybe
Treases.
Treases. Call him Cowabunga.